Gonna pick up where we left off yesterday. I suppose this morning would be more accurate. At 2 hours and 50 minutes, with 5 entries into the dungeon, we have defeated the Norrund village, restored peace and balance. And now we're off to the Matataki village, which we can head to through this fancy doorway right here. Welcome to the Matataki village. Every village has one survivor, except the yellow drops, which is on the moon. So, clearly no one was killed there. In this village, the one survivor is this kid. Hunter, son of Hunter. Chase him up the hill. Try to enter his house, he'll jump down, and he'll accuse us of destroying the village. Because as you know, we look just like the Dark Genie. Hiya! You can leave and come back as many times as you want to do this fight. It's one of the harder things, because it's got a diagonal, and yeah, that timing. That's the only annoying thing about this fight, is that you have to leave and come back to take him on again. That's alright, we'll try it again real quick. Alright. I'm gonna go beat this kid up. They're short, it's just that the inputs are so quick, but you'll get used to it. Done it 1,000 times. This is the one I have the most trouble with in the whole game, actually. There you go. I was talking on the previous stream about how I did a playthrough where I beat every single one of these on my first try perfectly, or had to restart. And this is the one that gave me the most trouble out of the whole game. Luckily, now that that's out of the way, we don't have another one until we enter the halfway point of the dungeon for this floor. Alright. My name is... Alright. Let's stay with the standard names. You get the tree and earrings now that you've beaten him. You'll need these, the hunter earrings rather. You'll need these to speak to the treant. The description says you can use them to listen to the fairies. Speaking of the treant is dead. I'll just dry it up anyway. We'll have to go get the water to refresh the stream there. Bring the treant back to life. Alright, so here's the thing we're working with here. Once you complete the river, the fairies will come out and open this. So they release the river. But before we can do that, we'll have to get the river. Oh, that's right, we have to go this way first. Go see the dried up treant and get the request from the Fairy King. There it is. The Great Jirok. Alright. Yeah. And you need to make the treant your priority, as you said, because reviving the treant gives you the sword you need to complete this dungeon. Alright. As there is no store available in this village, you always want to make sure you're stocked up, good to go before you come this way. Because you'll need to go back to the Norrøn village every time you want to heal up. I have resources for days, so we should be alright. Probably could have stood to heal my weapons a little bit beforehand, but I think we'll be all fine. Yeah, I'll leave that in there for now. Let's see. Alright, let's take on the forest. Most of the enemies here have annoying effects, so you just want to stay back as far as you can and pick them off with your cat. Is going to be your MVP for a while. You'll still need to switch back to the main character to open Atla, but that's not a big deal. You should gather a lot of resources very quickly using her, because you won't be spending nearly as many to try to stay alive. I probably should have stuck them under Hand's feathers to some extent. Moving through this forest is going to be a pain, but it's alright. Alright, here we go, Atla. Watermill. Good old watermill. As before, lock on, back off, and fire. There's not a lot these enemies can do to you over a distance. Oh, we're stealing some good items. Alright. Let's check out this chest. Do we have a chest key? I don't believe we do. Alright. We have the means to heal poison. Cursing isn't an issue, so we're gonna guess that it's an explosion. Alright, we're poisoned. It's no big deal. Guess the trap. Guess it's poison. And open sesame. Ooh, a sandbreaker. Now that is a weapon. Comparatively, so you can take a look at this thing. Its endurance is going to be a little lower than our Shamshir, which is sad enough, but its weapon hit points are significantly higher. Thank goodness. Plus, it has Thirst. And Thirst is one of the greater skills we have to work with. That is going to come in handy later. Alright, let's get this poison off of our cat before it becomes a health issue. Switch our main solo. Look at that sword. Beautiful. Alright. Gain a torch. And let's see what's in this one. Annie. We'll zip around in this him for a minute. Alright. And there's the first of the 3 keys. This dungeon is unlike many others in that there is the mustache key, and on top of that, it has 3 different possible keys to get out of the dungeon. Now, previously I mentioned that you want to avoid combat when possible. Once you have the key, leave. The problem with this dungeon is it makes that tactic particularly difficult. You're going to need one of 3 keys, and you don't know which until you try. So, try them all. You can play one way, which is to take the first key you get to the owl and see if that's the key you need. Or you can get them all and then go to see him. It's one of the more... We have 2 of the 3 already, and here comes the exit. So, I will try the keys we have and see if either of the ones what we need. Oh, come on. Get around it. You can do it. There you go. This is the wise owl. He doesn't like the Chinese stone. Let's try this pointy. Alright, see? So the pointy chestnut is what he wanted. Now we can leave it any time. But now I also know that I don't need the 3rd possible key, so I don't need to fight. I can just move on with my life. This will just take up space in my inventory. Obviously, it goes away when you go down to the next floor. That may not be obvious. That's another problem with grinding in this area. When you grind in a particular dungeon, you only need to leave 1 inventory space open to get the key to move on. Whereas, in this, you need to keep 4 open. 1 for each of the 3 keys to get out, and 1 for the mustache key. Alright, we have our Atla. We can skedaddle. There's a chest over here I might tag first. Ooh, the Sundew. The Sundew is one of the most common back 4 keys in the game, I feel. I end up with like 10 of them by the end of a single run. And granted, that's a very good thing, because you're going to need it. Never spend your last Sundew. Always consider yourself to have 1 less than you actually have, because you need to use that Sundew in order to go to the boss floor. So if you spend them all, you're going to be running around for a while you wait to get 1. So anyway, next floor, number 2. We have ourselves a handful of enemies in here. Keep a distance, shoot them. You don't want these enemies to touch you, especially this guy. Talking about these enemies a bit last night, the best way to deal with the enemies in the forest is to shoot them. There are none of these enemies you want to get particularly close to. And there's our second Sundew. So if we want, we can embark the back floor. But I'm going to wait until I get Goro. We want to save all of our luck for getting a possible hammer, and hammers will not drop unless Goro is with us. You'll notice that while standing still, your health does not deteriorate from water. It only happens for each step you take. So, if I want to, I don't have to give him any more water. If all I use him for is opening these. I walk up to it, switch to him, press X, and you have yourself a roof. And as long as he stands still, he can stand still and definitely not lose water. Same thing, if you switch to a person, you can just stand there forever. See, the water does not go down. Your water gauge is not time sensitive, it's per step. But let's see, every so many steps if you look. We have plenty of people without losing any. So, we don't really need to give him any water. Something to keep in mind. For your conservative playthrough needs. And then, you can see based on my map, there's going to be a spring in the other room. So we'll be fine. Just run right over to that spring after I take these two down. Oh, these guys have darts. Keep an eye out for that. Pointy chestnut. Drop in. Switch to him to refill his water. Switch back. Oh, we have 7 shots left. That's enough to kill a couple enemies. Oh, and more than 7 shots. Endurance is working pretty well for us. Hold on, I'll drop it in there. Alright. I have some chests over yonder. As with all dungeons, mimics aren't a threat until usually close to the second half of the dungeon. And even when they are, they're not that predominant, thank goodness. They're among the more annoying enemies in the game. But you see a room full of chests like this, not a whole lot of reason to be worried unless you're in the late game of a dungeon. Yes, I could be healing my weapon right now, and perhaps it's a good idea, but you can see every 2 shots is when I really go down one. Let's take a look at this thing. We're probably not going to build this up, as we discussed previously. I'm probably going to fish for a matador, but it's always a good idea to check what a weapon needs, just in case anyway. Looks like it just needs stats for a lot of these. I will throw the Dino Slayer on there though, just the same. Nothing to gain from giving it magic power, and my speed is high enough. Upgrade. It's turning into a fine weapon. Mostly because we found it as a fine weapon. In the meantime, let's throw an attack and speed modifier on it, give us a temporary boost. Alright, now. If you don't like keeping yourself down to the wire like that, you don't have to. I do it because I am a risk taker. Also because I'm crazy. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's not really that big a risk. It's pretty calculated because I play the game as often as I have. But if you're not one of those every shot counts kind of people, or if you just, you know, get antsy for one reason or another, which is fine, feel free to do it earlier. I'm saving myself a decent amount of repair powder over the course of the game, but you'll have so much money by the later game, it's almost completely irrelevant. Should be fine. I still have this bullion to deal with, as well as a couple high-selling products that we are not going to see much use of. So, if you need more repair powder for a less conservative play, that is absolutely fine. In fact, I encourage healing your weapon when it gets down to, like, about 10 weapon hit points, give or take. Just so you don't have to worry about it. I think we have all the keys. Alright. You'll know you have a floor key because your character will stop and make a big deal out of picking it up. This is the exit. Good to know. These are cool enemies. I'll take it on with him. See, you approach the shadow until it falls, and score a couple of hits quickly before he starts dancing around on you. While he's in the air, you can target him with her, yes, but it doesn't matter since you can't do any damage to them while they aren't lowered. Not even gonna try to pronounce that name. Alright, let's head into the forest further. Cannibal plants. Which is funny because it's supposed to be like man-eater plants. Man-eater and cannibal are very similar words in Japanese because everything is by context. So, man-eater is a man that eats a man. The plant is just a man-eating plant. It's not actually a cannibal plant as it doesn't eat other plants. It eats you! Alright, this is the hornet. Boom, look how easy that is. Fighting him with the main character is a little more difficult. That is why Zhao is the MVP. And she'll continue to be the MVP right along until we get Ruby. And then, once Ruby has a fine weapon on her, she'll be new MVP for quite some time. Remember, circle. Circle your opponents. You don't want to stand still. Never stand still in combat. It is not a good idea. You stay on the move, you'll be harder to hit. Conserve some health. Alright. The damage you deal is directly proportional to how close you are to enemies. So like this shot will be for side to 37, now right next to him, it's gonna do 47. So if you feel like you need a damage boost and you can risk it, feel free to get close to your enemies. It's really just to mitigate people from standing halfway across the world taking pot shots. But it makes sense. Remember, bait and counterattack. The best way to stay alive. The antidote amulet that we have here is pretty darn helpful, considering. So if we do ever pick up a stray hit, we'll be okay. Look at that chest. Block our hits. Coming in clutch. These guys have an effect when they hit you. Some will poison you, some will steal from you, some will call your names. Just want to stay away from all of them. And there's enemy down. Antidote drink. We are rolling in the loot. Let's take a second here to look at my inventory. I have 11 slots left. That's going to be something to have to deal with later. Managing our inventory with our steel. Luckily, it'll be cyclic. We can sell any excess and use that money to buy what we really need. Or stash it in bullions. I'll use him. It is usually going to be faster for you to loot weapons than power up weapons. I have done a run where I wasn't allowed to leave the first village until I had at least one upgraded weapon. And then I continued to play through that way, where every time I finished a village, I would have upgraded the weapon of the person you get there first. That was a goofy idea. Makes the game take longer though. Potato cake. That'll be very helpful if we start fishing for Berengaria. Switch to our melee fellow. So lure this guy down and take a couple hits at him. Get a prickly. Pricklies are not going to be super helpful to us for this particular run, but they will likely just get sold. But that's helpful in its own way, isn't it? Oops. Time to proceed. It looks like this one likes the shiny rock. It's random every time, so don't write that down. It's not like, ah yes, floor 3 prefers the shiny rock. Every time you come back to this floor, you'll need a different one. Owls are moody like that. Alright. You can read that on the screen there. This is a limited zone where you can only use the kitty cats. Alright, turn here later with a mustache key. Getting thirsty, you say? Oh, it's alright. We can go down to the meter. There's the exit. So, as there's no Atla on this floor, since she can't open it, there is no reason to stick around unless you have the keys. You know where the exit is? Just try to find him and get out. No key. We can take the time to loot the chests, but we're kind of rolling in the dough here. Let's see. These consumables will be pretty handy when it comes to using Goro for his floor. He doesn't have a lot of ranged options, and he has a lot of ranged enemies. Something to keep in mind. I don't have a gourd, I don't think. I do have gourds. I'm staring right at them like a fool. Everything in this dungeon can have the potential of lending you an antidote drink from steel. It's fantastic because everything in this dungeon can poison you. There's our first chance at a key. I may as well kill you while you're here. Simple and easy, and we don't have to return in case he has another key. Gooey Peach. Gooey Peaches are funny. They don't do much for you. They just slow people down. They'll be somewhat helpful with Goro. I know there's not the greatest consumable to use, but if we really need to, we can slow something with it and then move on with our lives. Oops. Come on, where's my key? Oh, there it is. Oh, I just spun it away. There we go. Oh, look, it's what we needed. Sometimes you do just get that lucky. Could stay and loot the floor, get some experience, but we're gonna move on. Alright, floor 5. One thing this dungeon has a lot of is limited zones. There's gonna be some thirsty zones, that'll be a pain. That would be the end of the world. There's our exit. There's our enemy! Haha! I love the fairy spirits. They're pretty cool. They're just reskins of each other, but they're named after days of the week. What do we need? Endurance and speed, really, for this. Beast Buster, etc. This one needs attack, endurance, and speed. Fish and Mage Slayer. I have Mage Slayer. don't have Sea Killer. I also have stats. We'll put these stats on it. Yeah, should be fine. I don't intend to actually build this up, but maybe we'll have the time before I get the Matador. That's a waste. But give me Sky Hunter. There's nothing really to fight here that requires that. Well, we'll put on the Plant Buster and the Mage Slayer. I do have 2 Beast Hunters though. Yeah. We'll go this way first. Less likely to have anything consequential, but also just be in and out. Worm! Wonderful. I don't know who put a worm in a treasure chest, but that guy was a dick. Alright. And another Sundew. You know, sometimes you'll have playthroughs where you'll never see a back 4 key the whole game, except for a couple here or there. Sometimes you'll have playthroughs where you can't get rid of them. Alright, remember, the best way to fight a Mimic is charge, bait, and slash. Lock on again, charge, bait, and slash. Lesson 2 in fighting mimics. Charge, bait. Sometimes you get one of those whirlwinds off. How much am I losing on 2 and slash? Alright, it's a little more than I'd like, but I have no repair powder. So we are gonna need to leave and get some. I did not realize we were so low on repair powder. Alright, well. How many keys do we have? I dare say not many. Well then. We have 1 key at least. We'll run up and check the exit real quick to see if this is the key, because that changes how I play this dungeon. Oh. It is not. Alright, so I'll be a little liberal about killing some enemies for the next couple minutes, but we're gonna leave. Oh, we're gonna skedaddle past that guy. This will be the floor that has the most mimics on it. Once we get past it, we won't have to deal with them as much. The best solution is to switch weapons. I don't need to be using this weapon right now. I could easily just equip this, and there you go. Voila, 32 weapon hit points. Which is how we're going to deal with... Oh, wait, hello. The Happy Clown. We'll go big box this time. It's just random. You get stuff out of both. I've never looked up the tables to see what can be in each, but I usually just switch off between the two randomly. Of course. Alright, well. Crap. That's not looking to hit us too much. Oh. Alright. No key from him. And we'll just pull off a triple slash after he attacks me. And then switch weapons again. It's not the most glamorous of play styles, but it'll get you through just fine. Haley Holy is one of those enemies where it's not a threat until you get too close. But you can stand just within its bait range and shoot at it. lucky we need keys on this particular floor. But that's okay. That is alright. Handling this just fine. Looks like we have 3 more Atla to get. 4 more Atla, right? Ah, the old bait and kill. We will have to get past that other mimic again to get out. Let's just scoot on by as we did the first time. It's possible that he has a key, but it's unlikely. If he does, I will likely be throwing a consume voice to at him. Considering the state my weapons will be in. I need to use him. Don't know why I was thinking I needed to switch. A bridge! Alright. Whatever, I'll give him some bread. He's been a good boy. We're gonna use a windmill slash. Alright. There we go. That's what we're looking for. And then hopefully we just pick you off. Pretty simple. Oh, that was close. Alright. There we go. We have the other 2 keys. Excellent. So we're good to get out of here now. Just need to open this. And grab this chest. Because I want to see if it has water. Because we are going to need water for the next few floors. No, of course it has the mustache key. I should have thought that through. How silly of me. Yeah, it has the mustache key because that was the only other chest on the floor and I hadn't drawn it yet. I was just thinking about that myself a second ago, actually. That I have not had the mustache key for this floor. And there was still that section left that we're gonna ignore. Alright. Yes, I know you're thirsty. We all are. Alright. Excellent. Alright, we are in a pretty good position. We're gonna leave the village. Head over here. See if there's... You're just gonna look for chests. Sometimes they spawn in this area. Aha, see? A gourd. That's gonna come in very handy. Alright. Alright, next order of business. To the sky. Configuration assembly, and look for some river tiles. There they are. Not gonna do anything too fancy with it over here. Oh, that's all I have. That's a sad day. Alright, well, there must be a lot of river on the next 2 floors then. I suppose we have, well, 4 or 5. So, it gives us 4 floors to 4 9, so I guess we'll be alright. I didn't realize I had so few. Alright, well, in the meantime, we can see what else we can build. Alright. Put these good people back together. Pal? Yes. Small guy with a wildcat scarf. He's a good man. He's a gentleman and a scholar. Alright, he likes being next to the peanut pond. He likes to take a dip in it before he goes to bed every day. There we go. Hello, Mr. Powell. Alright. Bread. Repair powder. Oh, that'd be handy. That'd be very handy. Fire. I found fire in a chest. Alright. So, next on our list... Oh, actually, no, let's complete this house real quick. I assume I have laundry. And there you go. Alright, we'll drop down, we'll do Pow's events. There we go. Check out his laundry. Just hanging there to dry. Mr. Pow! Thank you for inviting me into your home. And he gives us a Fruit of Eden. What a guy. What a stand-up fellow. Alright. On to the next. The Baron. Now, the Baron is... There's just some time consumption with that. I don't have the stick, it looks like. So I can't complete this house right yet. He loves the sound of falling water. Or moving water anyway. Problem is, he's deaf. So you gotta put him right there next to the waterfall. I'll put him on this side. Oh, look at that over there. Sometimes, if there's no houses yet, they'll just spawn around the sides of the village. Alright, let's see. Beastbuster. Not a whole lot else in here. That's okay though. Who are you? What will happen? Tell me, how do you rebuild your house? Yes, he needs a roof. Actually, if you look, there's no roof. It's kind of funny to me. I think we can walk around the perimeter of this, and there might be another chest abound. No, none. Alright, well, whatever. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, we have a roof for you. There you go, buddy. Enjoy that. Enjoy it. Look at that beautiful roof. Alright. We'll move on, because I don't have the big tree branch. The mushroom house. Do I have area A or B? I do. Alright. You have these two huge plots of land. Just gotta stick in places. I'll put one there. And I'll put one here. The river can go around it. Should be fine. And I'll put the Wise Owl shop right here and have the river go around it. Yeah, and then Momo can go on this side. No, but Gossip wants to be near her. Alright, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll put the Wise Owl shop here and then put her there and him there. So Earth B can go... down here. We'll slap it right here. Oh, I don't got room. I'm just trying to do it differently than I normally do for fun. We can slap it all the way over here, though. No, no room? Where I put the river, yeah. Tell you what, we'll change what I did with the river. Ah, goodness, there we go. And we'll slap the earth down right there. No, still no good. We'll put it here. That way the river can go around it. Nice and easy. Okay. So these two platforms are used for a couple things. Really just a nice view. You need one for Kalskos, and you need one for Annie and her husband. It really doesn't matter which one you put on which, but they will be, I guess they'll be somewhat happier if you put them in the right places. Alright. I like to have them facing this way so they get a better view. Because one of their pride and joys is their view of the village. Sorry, excuse me. Alright. House is down, but I need to put things in it. I gave the sign to... Oh, you know what? I'll give you the sign. I don't think I have both anyway. I have Cow and his sister, but I don't have any place to put them. Could throw a few things on here, but these aren't any closer to finished. Alright, take a look around. Look at bear traps. Yeah. They just want to be up high enough that they get some wind. Alright, yeah, so she wants the second floor. I think her husband wants something as well. I don't have it at the moment, whatever it is. Alright, this needs a bucket, but whatever. We're just gonna slap the well down right here. I don't think there's any chests on it, but we'll take a peek. Sometimes they do spawn on the top of them. Sometimes they spawn around them. No big. Alright. Let's see. Anything else? I have some trees. I'm gonna save them because someone likes the trees, and I want to make sure they end up next to his house. There's this guy right now, and then I have her, but not her brother or her house. So we'll get to that. I thought I had enough. Well, I'm just gonna take this out. We'll give it to whoever I end up finishing first. Let it be him or her. No big. No big deal. All right. There's the analysis if you like. We'll take this time to return to the No Rune village. There's nary a rune to see. Alright. You can take a quick tour around the village. There will be chests abound. Oh, my bag is full. What a pain. Okay, in which case we go to visit our little lady, the hag. Where are you, little lady? Come on. There it is. Get in her house. Visit the bank. We can dump all three of these, and all three of these for now. We'll come back and get them later. I highly doubt we're going to need these. We'll stash them for now. Stash this with the other one. We can use it later. Probably eat that in a moment. So lower that inventory. And that should be fine. We'll take a second to repair this weapon. That'll open up an inventory spot for us as well. And now we'll return to my house. Alright. Repair powder. Beautiful. And a gourd. We're going to use that repair powder immediately. I'll make a habit of repairing all my weapons before I leave the town this time. Alright, I'll take another peek at Claude's house. See if he needs any goodies. He has some cheese for us. Goes good with our bread. Next we'll visit Allnet. Oh, you can see the chest from here over there. But it's good to be methodical. Go in order. If you run around sporadically, you're more likely to miss things. Just use this right off the bat. Repair this. Alright, we'll check the gapper's buggy. Alright, I'm not going to stop and buy anything yet because I need to take a look around to see what I can pick up. Clearly, I'm not going to need as many things if I see what the chests are. You can buy things accordingly. I didn't check the inside of her house yet, but we'll do that in a minute. I like to do a perimeter first. Come on, try to go. There you go. If you're out here, you can press circle to reset the camera. Obviously, it'll get stuck on things, but that's how it goes. Sky Hunter. Repair powder. Upstairs. Take a quick sweep. Nope. Just here to raid the pantry. Take a look around the pond sometimes, yeah. Fish candy. Alright, let's take a second to consume this fluffy donut. And this here fish candy. They don't heal you, they just give you a defense increase, so there's no reason to let them stick around in your inventory unless you, I don't know, feel like holding on to them for posterity's sake. Endurance. Endurance. Of course there's endurance in this house. Yep, and that's all there is in here, I suppose. Back to the sky. We'll check out... Oh, yes. Always take a minute to look around these. You can't climb them, but a lot of times chests will spawn around the bases. Doesn't look like there are any. Let's see. I don't see any around the mayor's house either at the moment, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have any inside. We'll check out the inside of his house after we check out the inside of Dran's windmill and Bora's house. Fluffy donut again. Look at that. Look at that. Good. Even bigger defense increase. Let's go. 22 and 14. Very nice. Let's still try not to take hits if we can avoid it, but now we will take them better if we can. Like last night if I played it. Crap. Alright, well, I'm going to go into first person mode here. Take a look around. There. It's easy to miss things if there are nooks and crannies like that. Anything behind here? No. I'll go up the stairs a bit. Alright. Anything over here? No. Still a nice view. Sometimes there'll be a chest sitting right there on that keg. Alright. Check Laura's house, and then we will hit the shops. Alright. And there we have it. Some bread in the closet. And this adorable little duck thing that I can't open. Alright. Let's take a talk to our friend here. Alright, what do we need? Plenty of resources. I don't think I'm gonna need the soap. I doubt I'm gonna need the holy water. Probably not need the throbbing cherry. I'm gonna bank on not needing these. What we do need, though, is a lot of repair powder. I'm gonna pick up 10 very quickly. And we'll spend some of those down real quick. Repaired, repaired, not repaired. Not repaired. I don't know if her weapons are in good enough shape, but I'll repair this for the sake of whoever knows what might come. Alright. I make a habit to try to carry plenty of assets. Oh, I can drop these off. I don't need them right now. Alright, I'm going to need some bombs in the near future, but I don't want to walk around with all this inventory. As you can see, I only have 7 spaces left. Well, dump my fishing rod and such for now, because they're not doing me any good at the moment, and I'm not going to use them until we are pretty through the area we're in. So, for now, I'll dump fishing rod, this handful of bait. We'll dump this bullion, we can sell it later. I'll dump these power-up powders for later use. And the rest should be fine to keep on me. Alright. To war. Or rather, back to the dungeon. Let's see. What a beautiful little quaint town. Alright. You don't have anything else I need, do you? Oh, you know, I need to check my inventory space. I have 18 spaces, and I'm going to fill a few of them with bombs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 4 it is! 4 bombs. That should be plenty anyway. I'm so used to fast traveling like this that I forgot that I want to hit triangle. So we can go to the other area and go straight into the Wise Owl Forest. Ah, yes, we forgot to increase his water. That's okay, I have plenty. Is this really a dead room? It's really a dead room. Alright. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it happens. Don't want to waste any water, so let him come to you. Then take him down. Remember, being stationary means not wasting anything. Oh. That's a witch azalea over yonder. One of the more annoying enemies of this dungeon. She will not come to us. She will dance in circles and throw things. She is the biggest pain in this dungeon. Oh, second biggest, actually. The biggest pain in this dungeon is the Earth Diggers. Luckily, she'll go down to Manor of Shops. Earth Diggers are a lot more difficult to deal with. You just want to stay at a distance and take pot shots at them, and hope they don't ever actually get within bait range. They are enemies that you do not want to deal with. Baiting them is not a good idea. You'll see them soon enough. Alright. More bread. That'll keep us fed, I suppose. Alright. Open sesame. We're gonna go through a lot of water on this floor. I almost feel bad using gourds on it, though. I just use a regular water for him for now. There's gonna be a lot of this kind of floor here. I think there are 3 or 4 limited zones in which you get thirsty faster here. You want to spend as little time as possible on such floors. Oh, I'm getting something thrown at me. Get out of the way in a second. Alright. See, my health point started to go down once I took a step. So, using our characters intelligently to cart each other around. Waste minimum amounts of health and water. I have a lot more bread than I do water, and water's gonna go down a lot faster than my health. So I'm gonna let my health start to drain a bit and just use bread to keep up. Alright. There's our key. Well, I need to still check this other room, because it at least has the magic crystal in it. And a couple pieces of Atla. And this guy probably has the last key. No, I must have all 3 then. Interesting. Alright, well. Next we'll open this chest. Get our magic crystal. Then we'll switch. Have to lose a little life to run around the room. And voila! Gotta collect as much of that river as possible. Let me check real quick. Yeah, we got the whole dungeon done. Alright. Now it's a game of which key does he like? The last one. The pointy chestnut it is. We'll move on to the next floor. It's another thirsty quicker floor. Oh, we'll switch. Pop a piece of bread. And move on with our lives. Alright. One dead azalea. You can directly control the amount of health you lose by not getting hit. Or you cannot directly control the amount of water you lose, or yes you can I suppose, by not moving. The point is, you need to move, you don't need to get hit. So, you can focus using your life for moving around. It's basically a second water bar for these floors. Alright. Oh, there we go. What do I have on this? Just some, yeah, that's okay. Alright, well, let's throw... Actually, I'll take a look at it arbitrarily. It's... Still needs that, yeah. We're not gonna get any stone breaker or metal breaker in here. I have some stone breaker on this weapon. Not this weapon, this... One of these. I think it's a dagger, yes. So, oh, and I have a metal breaker there. So I can start throwing those on in the off chance that it takes me long enough to upgrade this that we get going. Or rather, long enough to move on. There aren't any stone enemies that I can think of in this dungeon, so it's not going to make a huge deal. We're just literally building for the build-up at this point. Oh, looks like somebody dropped in the corner there. Oh, that's right, that's the gate key. Gotta go grab that before I forget. Alright. Take our few shots here. And there's a sign! Which is wonderful, because we need to ignore those. As you can see, the damage you take from not having your water is negligible, as long as you aren't taking damage from other sources. And as long as you're using your cat effectively, you shouldn't be. Oh, we don't have the right key. I'm pretty sure I don't have any of the others yet either, I do not. So, we press on. I needed to stick around anyway to get those last 3 Atla, but it'd be nice to know that we didn't have to fight in case anything came up. So it's always good to check. Plus, as we said before, not fighting means not getting hit, means saving our health to lose for water. Alright, we have both of the other keys, so we don't need to fight at all anymore. We'll move on with our lives. Which means we can use this guy to run around. His health is higher right now anyway. Maintain resources. Ah, a witch. Found the witch. Who might bring this witch? Let's take a look. I can get past her. Alright. Buckets, that'll be handy. Yeah, you're not in the way, we'll just zip right past. Enemies do have collision, which can be annoying, but as long as you know how to angle past them, you just zip right on by. Looks like we were unlucky enough that I didn't get a spring on either of these 2 floors. But that's okay. As you've seen, we did not need it. Just truck right along. regular territory now. So, in this case, we can heal. We'll give her some eating. Okay. Onward and upward. I realize I can squeeze out another 5-10 shots, even 20 maybe, but we have Rowan in the dough and the goods, so I don't need to play as conservatively. Sorry, excuse me, as I was. So, a place to sit and heal, so we don't waste anything on him. Alright. If you look, you can see the apples she's throwing at you. Makes it particularly easy to dodge. I stole it from her. Alright. They are just running through this place. I don't think I have another Dran's Feather, so they're just gonna have to deal with me moving at a slower pace for now. I probably could have fixed them up while I was in the Norman village, but that's alright. That is alright. We'll have opportunities later. I will just grab some more before I head back in here. Another poisonous apple. It looks like we have plenty of bait for the Martingarion. Cheese! Cheese, beautiful food. Alright. Bunkabu's house. Or Bunbuku, I suppose is his name. I just call him Bunkaboo. It's more fun to say. Come on. Fall, boy. There you go. That's right. I tried to use my feather, and I didn't have one. So tiptoeing it is. Not having a Dran's Feather isn't going to cost us anything. You never want to be in a boss battle with that one, but being in the regular woods, you're fine. Move at a regular pace. As you can see, we're in a bit of a standoff here. Neither of us can attack past the chests. Oh, come on. These things are only a pain to fight with her because they hop. So your attack might not always hit it. There you go. Plus, why don't you guys get used to fighting him with the main character, considering that there's when it's going to be the most difficult is when you don't have other options. I suppose that goes without saying for all things. Things are more difficult when you have less options in general. Alright. Bag is full, you say? Maybe that's because I've been looting all sorts of ridiculous stuff. Let's ditch this silly banana. Let's see what we got. A Dran's Feather! Beautiful. Who would have thought? Who would have known? Who would have dared to dream? Alright. Let's hop in the water. I think he's already topped off, but pays to check. No pun intended. Oh, come on, stop shooting it over the chest. Oh. She knew it was a mimic. She was trying to shoot it already. Alright, let's line up. You don't want to give it an opportunity to close the distance. Alright. Sleep leaves are interesting enemies. This attack that they have, that will give you goo. And I don't think they can poison you, I think they just goo you. But they do take and deal a lot of damage. Notably, everything in the forest is weak to fire, so if you have a fire attribute weapon, you'll be in good shape. See, that's another problem with the bag being full. How do I... Oh, I have a second Drance Feather. My goodness. What a lucky fellow I am. Alright, so... what do we not need? We don't need this butt ton of poison apples, but I do kind of want them to fish for the Martingarion. I really don't want to waste any consumables. Suppose we could drop a slice of bread. They don't really do much at this point. Alright. And yet another item. Alright, what do we... I just keep dropping bread, you think? It's feasible. We'll get rid of the Thunder Gem. The Lightning Gem! The Fire Gems are gonna do a lot more work here than the Electric. Not that I really need any of it anyway, but once we start floors 10 and up, I'm gonna want them in case I'm forced to place Goro. Right? I'm just not paying attention. Alright. Here comes the Bunbuku! Or Bunkaboo, as the cool kids call him. We can stop the top. Not a whole lot of reason not to. Be careful not to step in the ring. Our heads in here and grab these last two Atla and this chest before we depart the floor. Yeah, kind of figured that'd be how this would go. Alright, it's one dead mimic. We didn't need to kill him, but for completion, hey. There are our keys. Alright. Next floor. Pardon me for just a moment, my laptop is dying, and I require the charger. Oh, it'll take half a second. I am back and ready to continue. Sorry for the wait. Oh, I've been killed by werewolves. Maybe this time I won't be killed by werewolves. How does that a miss? Oh, because I was holding the button down after. Maybe it's. I used the analog stick this time. Apparently the button was sticking, so they considered me as like on button, even though there was a button there. Sorry about that. Alright. As you can see, I cannot open this door. Looks like someone needs to hit it with something heavy. And there's this, and it smells like a snake, but, you know, that snaky snake smell. Alright, that is our cue to leave the dungeon for a small period. We need to do a couple things. Rebuild the village, get the treant up and running, and get the serpent sword from him. Once we do that, we can go in, defeat the snake, and then go get Goro. There's the river. Is that going here? No, there we'll do though. Alright. Well, here we go. This is the fun part. The Wise Owl shop needs to be surrounded by water. So we'll put it right here. Like so. We'll go back to our river tiles. Alright. We have 7 more river tiles, so I guess we could have a little more fun with it than we did. But that's okay. Throw some bridges around. It's already a fair few, but that's fine. Did I build anything? I know, I just threw the river and the Wise Owl shop. Wise Owl himself, Mr. Mustache. And here are the fairies, opening the river for us. Right, Buster. There we go. Welcome, hoo-hoo. Okay. Now let's complete the store. With a sign and an owl entrance. Alright. The Wise Owl sword. But you have to buy it. 5,000. Alright, well, we're not gonna buy it, but I could if I needed to. Anyway, how much do these sell for? Oh, whatever. Anyway, let's see. Is there anything we need from him? Probably not. He does sell cheese, which is a lot nicer than bread. Heals 60. So, we can ditch some of this bread. Increase the inventory a little bit. I'll buy a couple pieces of cheese. But I have decent enough inventory for healing. We'll ditch the mine-ins. Oh, crap. I did not mean to do that. There you go. You can have that back. I don't care. Alright. What else? We'll pick up a Drance Feather. We have 2, but never hurts to have a 3rd. He does sell pricklies and mimes, which are nice, but we do not require them. I might pick up a revival powder. Not that I really need it at the moment, but who knows? Who knows? Alright. We'll continue building the village. Then we'll visit the treants and get ourselves a serpent sword. Fire gem, you say? I have the branch. I do have the branch. So let's complete the Baron's house. He's gonna tell us some stories. You can listen to the stories on your own playthrough. I am going to do my best to work through them. Power powder. Very nice. Ah, it's you, that boy. You do need to talk to him about all these topics. This is how you find out about, Fuda and Goro. Alright. And then he does give you an item. A gourd! Wonderful. Alright, Momo and what's his name like to be over here. We'll deal with him in a second. Assuming I have both of their houses. I might not. Yep, I don't have them. They're both at the second half of the dungeon. So, their houses will go here and here, possibly. Let me see. I think I can fit 2 houses here. Alright, yeah. One house can go here. One house can go here. They'll be happy like that. Okay. This guy doesn't care where his house is, as long as it's near a watermill. So we're gonna plop it right here. And we'll give him a watermill. Yeah, let's go wait for the face. You can loot the watermills. A lot of times they'll have chests inside them. Alright, now we'll check out Bunbuku's house. Oh, you need stairs. Well, of course it needs stairs. What's a house without a staircase? Not a house, that's what. We have Bunbuku? We do. We have Bunbuku himself. And his little sister, Kululu. Sweetest little thing. She says almost nothing to you. Look at her right there. You can talk to her and she'll say... And you can talk to her and she'll say... That's fun. She doesn't have much to tell you. But she will tell you that she is afraid of the dark. And that is your hint to give her a torch. There's Bunbuku, Senor Bunkaboo. Alright, grade A cheese. Outfit him with a place to keep his stuff and a torch at night. And you can drop down and continue this quest line. This is a very rare event in that if you don't have what you need to complete it, you can come back later. You should make sure you have the lollipop before you come in here anyway. This is your opportunity to walk up and use item with square. Now they'll be like this, so she won't come down until you get a lollipop for him. If you leave without completing this, you can't get the sun. Ah, I'm stuck. Alright. Alright. This guy's house is an important one. He gives us the flute that we're going to need to summon the snake. But we don't want to fight the snake without having what we need for it. Oh, we can just take this torch out of here. Alright. Let's see, where do we want to put his house? I'll put him right here. And give him a torch. Adventure Day 5, dusk. Alright. Head inside. Alright, so we'll give him the spare room so he can write his music. I'm gonna be on our way. Ah, it's you. That boy I saw 5 minutes ago. This is a song about Goro's father. Apparently he was a mighty warrior. He was very sick. Alright. Go through this story, and he'll give you a flute. Flute I made myself. The odd tone flute for the odd tone. Oh, are you serious? I don't have any inventory space. What a pain. Alright, well, let's see. Suppose I can ditch an escape powder. Alright. Should do the trick. Alright. And on that note... Oh, I think we have one more thing I can do. I have a pail I can throw on. It's a good thing I didn't throw this pail on this well. That would have been rough. I must be missing an atlas from a previous floor. We'll have to go and check. I must be missing a torch. There must be a torch attached to a second thing. Trains is alive and well. Now normally when you talk to him you can't understand a word he says, but since we beat up Goro and stole his earrings, we can walk up and put them on and understand. Let's say probably not. We'll be fine. We'll be modest. Wouldn't you hate if you sneezed out swords? That looks painful. Alright. Bag is full. What am I gonna do with a full bag? Alright. Well. Ditch one of my magic powers. No, they're pretty rare. I don't want to dip them. We'll ditch the thunder. Oh, wait. Duh. Doesn't help this inventory. I'm sorry, I had a mental moment. We'll ditch an antidote. Goro's house is actually going to be full of treasures in a moment anyway. We'll have to go back there after we beat the snake. So one thing I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go to other area, go to Nowhere Village, and we're going to stash some stuff. Put away these pricklies. Put away this stamina potion. We don't need this much cheese. Put away one of our escape powders. We don't need the ointment leaf until we hit Queens. Hang on. Yes? Yes! Give me... I was gonna start at 7, is that okay? Okay. So. Let's take a look. Oh, good. Okay. Let's see. Should be all set now. We head to the Wise Owl Forest. Make sure you equip your serpent sword. Not gonna get much done without it. Now let's see what happens if I have the cat when I play the flute. Ha! Alright, fair enough. Alright, time to duel. This is one of the longest duels in the game. In Dark Cloud 2, this is a regular enemy. They're all over the place. It's funny, it says the Serpent Sword is now capable of evolution. What it doesn't tell you is that it's also now capable of being broken. So, things to keep in mind. Alright. Now that we've reached adventure day 5. You might not have noticed this, but time doesn't pass while you're in the dungeon, although the time of day does. And one thing we're going to go do now is take the bone pendant that we found on the ground and present it to Goro after we raid his little forest here. Alright, let's walk up to the ladder and he'll drop down. Go talk to him. Give him the pendant. And then the spirit of his father appears before us. We have this heartfelt scene where he gets to reconnect with his dead father. His father tells him, "Yeah, I was dying the whole time. Just didn't want you to know." He decided that he'd rather die one-on-one in a battle to the snake than to his disease. What a hero. Yeah, the bright yellow and orange, the interesting aesthetic to choose, going from that black. That should give you a, what do you call it, an epilepsy warning. Alright, we're gonna climb this ladder as slow as we possibly can. And enter the treehouse. Get some chicken. Get some pocket. Oh, pocket, thank goodness. Alright. Increase our inventory to 80. That's gonna be huge. Alright. There's another ladder here. This goes up to the next floor. We can't go up there. But, not that it's a big deal. I think it's just where he sleeps. Alright. Too bad we aren't as cool as Goro to jump up and down this ladder. Alright. And that is the first half of the Matataki village. I will take a pause here. We'll save the game, take a break, and then when we reconvene, I will talk about catching the Mardingarion, and we will handle the second half of the Matataki village and the Wise Owl Forest. Thank you guys for joining. I hope this has been helpful and fun for some of you. I will see you next time.